Hi. So, it's a kind of semi-commentary video. I'm recording this actually. I was gonna do this originally as live, but I wanted to do recording and then the actual live commentary separate, so I can kind of keep my thoughts kind of concise and not have to worry about the game in any way. But this is kind of where I am at the moment. Not to say a mental health checkup, but kind of just where I am in terms of, I guess there's mental health in a way, but it's just kind of where I am mentally given everything that's been going on. If you don't know, there's been a lot going on, both in terms of gaming and my life, and just generally speaking. Um, just in general, I guess we'll kind of start from the beginning. Obviously, in the beginning of, um, near the beginning of May, I basically was in a very much a state of I'm putting my foot down. I need to set a date of when I'm moving out. I finally did that. I said to my mom and basically I just put a foot down and said, "Hey, I'm moving out soon. I'm not waiting for you anymore. I'm kind of letting this be a thing where I am, but am I putting my foot down? I want to know when I can move out. I want to do that." And we're coming up to that point. As this video going up, we are less than a week. It'll be 6 days. I'll basically, when this video goes up, a week from this video going up, I'll be in my new home. I won't say where. I'm in a different time zone with my partner and a couple friends, basically trying to kind of effectively upending my life and moving elsewhere. I know it sounds kind of dumb, but it's very much a thing where it's less about me moving in with my partner and more me moving out of the situation I'm currently in and move somewhere better and more allowing of me and being able to do what I love to do and want to do, exist as a human being again. And yeah, that's basically just been what the plan, what's been going on, the plan, and just generally moving forward, trying to find the time to pack and put in the time off for work, and or not time off, but like the time like when I'm leaving to my work and all that kind of stuff. And it's just been generally a decent mess, but it also could be much worse. Is kind of where I'm kind of getting at right now. Is it could be significantly worse. I could be in the situation that brought this entire thing up, which was my family wanted to move out due to this house being a mess and just not the people who own it not being very great. And if it's any consolation to how bad the mess actually was got, when I was doing laundry or prepping laundry, because I want to obviously leave with clean clothes, but when I want to leave with clean clothes and all that, I we had a mouse infestation not too long ago, and I'm obviously seeing remnants of that in here. So there's that. Obviously, generally, the room I live in is a mess, unfortunately, just to the fact that it never got clean. It hasn't been basically really cleaned since I moved in. But it's finally, I'm gonna have my own place. I'm gonna have my own room and my own space. Obviously, I'll be sharing it with my partner, but it'll be effectively a thing where I'll have my own space to be able to do what I do and do what I want, and not have to worry about anything else outside of my job. So there's that. Um, and just generally speaking, I'm excited. I'm nervous, but I'm more often I'm just ready to move on. I'm ready for the next chapter of my life to begin, and I'm ready to kind of finally put a bookend on what is effectively has been my life here in the state of Massachusetts. Because I'll at least say that much. I live in Massachusetts. I'm an East Coaster. I'm a Bostonian, if you will. You may not really be able to tell because I don't have. I'm something I've noticed. I don't really have the stereotypical Boston accent. Sometimes it kind of slips out here and there, like occasionally, and I've had people pick up on it. But it's very much a thing where it's like I don't have it at all, like if ever. And if I do ever say something in the accent, it's like, oh yeah, you're from New England, aren't you? But again, it's a very kind of rare occurrence, but it's there. Also, forgive me if I'm stuffy. It's allergy season, and I'm allergic to pollen and general tree. I'm allergic to both general air pollen and tree pollen, so I'm very stuffy. And unfortunately, I have to have a fan on because it is hot as all hell in this room once I have all my tech going, which is understandable, but it's still like, yeah, you don't have an AC in here yet. It's annoying. But, yeah, it's been a hell of a ride living here. I've obviously been living here most, if not all, my life, with some ups and downs in other parts of the state and living in New Hampshire for a little bit. But I'm ready to move on, and it's not necessarily just because I'm moving on just for the sake of moving on and wanting to be with my partner. I'm moving on because it's like I need to get out. I want to get out and do things and to be on my own for once. I want to be myself and move on. And I'm glad that I can finally do that. I'm in a position where I can finally do that. And I'm excited. I really am. I'm also nervous. I need to find my mic stand before I leave. But I don't need to worry about packing that right now. It's fine. But that being said, it's very much a situation where I am grateful for what I've had up until this point. I'm very happy to be able to say I'm moving on. But I've been nervous. I've been excited. I'm nervous because I've never been on a plane before, and I'm very anxious about it, just in general, because I won't hide this as a secret. I'm afraid of heights, and I don't do well with heights. So, as you can probably imagine, I am reasonably nervous because of that. That being said, though, it's for a good reason. So it's to get away, to be with my partner, and be able to be happy and not have to worry about the issues that is my family. And obviously, sure, I'm still gonna have money issues no matter what. I'm still gonna be in debt, but I'll be able to at least work through that debt and be able to feel like I have my life in somewhat of a working order, you know? And then, obviously, with game updates and stuff, kind of just revolving into that. Obviously, we've had stuff like COD, DBDs starting to pick up a lot more with its 10-year. Overwatch obviously has its 10-year at the same time. I've been enjoying playing that. I really, obviously, watching some gameplay of me playing it now. Forgive me for not doing very well. I haven't played Overwatch in a little bit. I feel bad. I played a lot during Season 1, or new Season 1, but it's been... I haven't really been all that adamant on playing since that point, but even then, it's something entirely different, so it's fine. But it's been that plus other things going on, but generally speaking, I've just been trying to find games that I enjoy and I've been playing a lot of. And I'm glad that I found some games that I've enjoyed, and I've found a lot of games that are fun, and I'm planning on covering more. I'm going to have probably a couple of videos prepped in bulk for once I fly out, because I'm basically going to say this right now, my best chance right now in terms of flying out is my plan right now once I move out is, in terms of like trying to get the time, in terms of trying to do recording, is just trying to do it whenever I can. I'm not gonna say it's gonna wind down, but it might. It's very much one of those things where I can't guarantee anything, because it's very much a situation where I don't see myself it's very much a situation where I don't see myself wanting to stop doing content, but it's very much a thing where it's like if I have to, I will, despite the fact that I don't want to. But I'm going to continue doing content. It's just it might slow down for a bit. Obviously, June is a very big month. I have a lot going on. Obviously, we have DVD's 10-year. We have the release of Jason. I can't guarantee I'll have a video on the PTB because we're doing things a little differently. I'm able to experience PTB vicariously through creators, but thankfully I have a friend of mine, friend of the channel, and amazing co-host, or main host. I'm the co-host technically, but it's the other half of Foxden. I corrected myself. I'm not the creator of Foxden. I'm the co-host of Foxden. But they have access to PTB because they play on PC. So I've been able to vicariously live through that, and I've been enjoying watching gameplay of that so far. But it's been a lot going on. And then obviously on top of that, we had D2 and all that kind of mess, and I'm very much in a situation where I'm thankful that I have a lot going on. I'm very happy that I have a lot going on and I'm able to cover a lot of content. I have a couple of games I've been doing one-offs of in terms of like a video on. Obviously, some do Warframe. I'm thinking about actually doing more Warframe videos. I'm not 100% saying I'm going to do more Warframe, but I might. I want to play more. I did enjoy what I played. And I kind of want to dip my toes back in more, but I'm not guaranteeing I'm going to. Obviously, I might do an episode of Return to Arkham again. Return to Arkham Asylum. Or Batman. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna do more Outlaws, but I have been considering doing an Outlaws playthrough. Obviously, more Bending the Dark Revival should be having a couple of videos up on that. I'm considering doing a video on Fallout New Vegas, but I can't guarantee that I'll be up before I move. Obviously, there's a whole bunch of stuff I need to do the content on. Bioshock Remastered, I took a break. I've been taking a lot of break from horror games because mixture of I don't want to risk my heart for that, but once I move out, I think I might be able to actually be able to do horror games fairly well again. As well as I feel bad for stopping Doom 64, but Doom 64 is actually driving me mad. So I might just end the series there. I feel bad, but I'm at least going to try and jump back into Doom 64 and see what I can do and go from there. And just kind of see if I can trudge through it, see how much farther I have to go. And then just so I can get on to Doom 3, because it's weird to say I'm excited for Doom 3 because I've heard it's awful, and it's weird to say I like bad games, but it's like I like to when people say, "Oh, this game's awful," or "This movie's awful," it's like it wasn't that bad. It wasn't good, but it wasn't that bad. And there's a couple of games I want to do a revisit of, in a way. And you'll kind of see what those are soon. Obviously, DVD and stuff like that. It's just generally the more normal content stuff. I'm actually starting to enjoy co-op multiplayer again. And it's weird to say that because I'm not really a massive fan of it normally. But it's like with freeze tag and just generally having to do multiplayer challenges to get the weekly challenges done. I decided to dip my toes back into multiplayer. I reinstalled it. I'm going to be reinstalling Warzone because Season 4 of Fortunes keeps coming back. I love that map so much. So I actually might be playing not a lot of Warzone, but I might actually be playing a couple of videos of Warzone. So you might see a video on Black Ops Royale before long. No promises, but still. Obviously D2's final update. I'm not gonna promise a Pantheon video, because I'm gonna be honest, I'm washed as frick. I'm censoring myself slightly because I'm not necessarily trying to censor myself, but it's very much like I don't want to swear. I'm trying to personally cut back on swearing in videos, and just in general in life. It's not that I'm going family friendly. I'm just trying to generally cut back on swearing. Because I feel like I do it too much, you know? I want to do more videos on Pokemon Champions. Obviously, there's going to be some more videos on Mario Kart. So there can be probably some, obviously, the playthrough of Metroid Prime 4 and Pokemon Legends ZA. And there's also going to be other playthroughs going to be going up on Foxden, hopefully soon. I can't say a definitive date, but soon. You'll see what those are. I don't want to spoil any of them, but you'll know when you see them. You're going to like them. There's quite a few that are prepped and ready to go, or ready to start uploading. I have a couple of fun one-offs planned that I definitely am not doing a series on, because I've already made the mistake of doing a series like Fallout New Vegas. It's the only currently massive game I'm covering right now. That's like expansive open world. I don't plan on doing full series. I feel bad, but I'm gonna fully cancel a couple series, not because I can't do them right now, but because I think given the way I do content, it's just not gonna work. Alien Isolation's the only one that's a weird use case where I'm just like not doing more of them because I think I'm soft locked and I can't continue. But Persona, I'm fully canceling just because I can't do it. If I do any sort of long game playthrough stuff, so like stuff like Skyrim, Fallout 4, anything like that, it's gonna be more of a stream, and I take it as like almost like a challenge run. It's kind of like think like Magoo Dog or Juve or Jabbo. That kind of style of stuff where it's a challenge run and I condense it into a video where I cut out all the fluff. And even then, I don't want to fully copy that format in the sense of doing that exact format, but I will probably take some of the challenges, if only because I do like a couple of them. I'm thinking Skyrim Iron Man, Fallout Iron Man, mainly those kind of reasonably difficult, but not so difficult that I'm going to rip my hair out, like Mysterious Stranger Only or anything like that, or any of the modded runs. But it's something that I would at least consider and wanting to do more of once I'm able to stream proper, once I get a better PC and all that, because I'm having PC issues. There's going to be a Minecraft build showcase and that unfortunately, pun not intended, showcased my PC issues. So that's part of the reason why I didn't do a video on the PTB, because I do have access to the PTB, but I can't do a video on the PTB. But let's kind of talk about the big elephant in the room. I already did a video on this proper that you saw last week, and that's D2's final update. I'm going to be covering it. I'll be doing a big video on it'll probably be like the normal story videos I used to do on D2 during the weekly story for the season. I'll be doing a big video that'll be all uploaded up on Friday of just all the story-based content that's there, depending on how long it is. As well as just generally kind of looking at everything and exploring and just kind of giving a final farewell. Obviously I'll be still playing the game. I'm not going to stop playing the game. Because there's all the revamped raids, there's a new exotic weapon, there's the new exotic callus I want to try and grind for, there's Pantheon 2.0. There's stuff to do. There's stuff to grind for again. But it's very much one of those things where in terms of content, I think it's going to be very much kind of over, with the exception of, like, the occasional if I run a raid and I get the raid exotic that I don't have, or I do a challenge run raid and I want to make that a video, like stuff like that. I don't think I'm going to be doing it as much anymore unless we get a D3. Which I'm not holding out hope for, but it's one of those things where if that petition goes through and we do get a D3, we get a D3. But yeah, just kind of generally, mentally right now, I guess I'll talk a little bit about my mental right now. I feel all over the place, because on one hand, I wish I didn't have to move out. It's weird to say that. I really do. Wish I could stay and where I am and just find my own place here in Massachusetts, because I like it here. I want to be able to stay and be able to do my normal yearly convention and still be around people I know. But right now, it's just not in the cards. I can't deal with the problems I have going on right now. And generally speaking, I have enough on my plate to deal with. I want to try and combat my debt. I want to maybe try and get my own house and a car. And I have plans. I have this 2D model that I've not showcased on the channel. You've seen it in thumbnails a couple times here and there. But I haven't showcased it properly in a video yet. And the only thing that's stopped me from using it is it's not rigged yet. And that's really kind of the only thing stopping me. Now, I'm at a torn point with it, where I want to use it for streams exclusively. And here's the thing. I plan on keeping the current 3D model that you guys don't love. Because, one, my friend Evie made it, and I love this model very, very much. I do want to get it updated to both have the current outfit, because as much as I like the cozy aesthetic, I want to move on from it. I like the vibe of it, but I do want to effectively have two effective versions. One that is the current outfit that's like the more inspired of who I am, and then the more outfit that's kind of inspired of what the channel stands for. Basically, the more blacked out kind of gothy outfit, and then the more pastel-y cutesy one that I really, really like. Basically, those two things. But, I don't know how to move forward with it right now. I'm considering getting a second model that is the new outfit, but in 3D. I'm also considering getting another model that is my current outfit, but in 2D. I don't plan on getting rid of this model anytime soon. Because, one, it is near and dear to my heart. It's my first one, and I still like using it because it is low resource on the computer. Well, currently, because it's low resource on the computer. Once I get my own, a better computer, and I'm able to kind of allocate more resource towards it, it's still not going to go away, but I can at least use VTube Studio, and I can reliably do stuff like that. So, there's that. But it's a whole other kind of plan, and I don't have necessarily the money to kind of invest into it, but just know that this model isn't going anywhere. I have plans on using the new one, but I definitely am not going to stop using the old one, ever. Because I love it. It's my favorite model, and if anything, it just might get an update. You might not. This version of it may retire, but the 3D model itself will not. Because there's things like you can't do with a 3D model. You can't do with a 2D model without having it be effectively a 2.5D model. That you can do with a there's things you can't do with a 2D model without making it a 2.5D or even just a full-up 3D model. So I like that, but even then, I don't see myself stopping using it because it's fun, and I do like the 3D. I like 3D personally more, but I think 2D is definitely a lot better for streaming, while 3D is a lot better for skits and stuff like that, and I think that's kind of where I want to lean into doing the 3D model more and sticking with 2D with more content-based stuff. But who knows? I'm still actively considering using it in other places, so. That being said, I think with the end of this, it should be nearing the end of the video. I believe. I think the footage I have is like 22 minutes, and I also am having a double-clicking problem with my mouse, and it's driving me insane. So forgive me if I'm getting angry at that. I've been having issues like crazy. But yeah, with that, I'm gonna end off the video here. Thank you for watching. If you guys want to see more videos like this one, be sure to like, subscribe, all the fun stuff. I'll see you guys tomorrow with the rest that I make. This should be going up on Friday, so you should be seeing some Metroid Prime 4, and then the day after that, Pokemon. Monday should be a DVD video covering a killer that I am doing a rerun of, because I still don't have the skin that I want for the killer that I'm doing next. But then after that, it'll be Trickster, and then after that, it will be a rerun of another killer that I have planned. And then basically, there's going to be probably 3 DVD videos before the anniversary. I feel bad, but I'm liking DVD right now. So yeah, there's that. See you guys next time. Everybody, stay safe, and yeah. Just, again, be good people. I like that motto a lot, and I know I'm singing for dead meat, but it's a motto I like to live by. Be good people.